guys, it's Megan, and this week I'm going to talk about lumps. Lumps is if you take insulin with a pen, maybe even a pump, and you put it in the one spot constantly over and over and you don't change your sites, a lump will develop. It can develop on your belly, thighs, bum or arms because they are the four main places you can take insulin. When I say if you take insulin in the one spot over time, it will develop a lump, and when the lump develops, insulin will not go in properly. When insulin does not go in properly, you don't get the right amount of insulin to cover for all of your food. So say if it was Christmas dinner and you had a big lump in your leg and you were putting it in there, you're putting it in that lump for Christmas dinner, and you had ham, turkey, chicken, 4 potatoes, loads of gravy, peas, carrots, and you were having pavlova or a cheesecake or something after dinner, even the Christmas pudding, and you were putting all of it in, and it was 300 grams. Now, you're not supposed to have 300 grams at one meal, but that some people may say, right, I have 300 grams, how much units should I take? If they're going to take 30 units, that's saying that their carb ratio, which I will get into in another video, is 1 to 10. It's basically 1 gram to 10 units. And that person's bloods is in between its blood rate that it's supposed to be, and that person's taken 30 units. If they have a lump and they're injecting it into the lump, and that lump has been there for months now, the insulin's not going to be there for all your dinner, and you could be high, as in you could possibly reach 30.0 millimoles on your blood unit monitor. You could end up in hospital because you could go into DKA, which is a ketones, a coma, for when your bloods are really high. I'll get into ketones and DKA in another video. But also, if you have or go into hospital because your bloods are so high or it's DKA, you just never know what's going to happen. You could be in a coma, and if you're not treating yourself right, you could if the coma is permanent, they could just turn it off and everything. And if you treated everything well, all your bloods were okay, but just up to the last 2 weeks, your bloods were going high constantly because the lump is there and the insulin's not developing, and your nurses and doctors are constantly telling you, do not keep injected in that place. You are developing a lump and your insulin won't work. You're going to go in and they're going to say, we told you, you injected it into the lump, and now it's affected you really bad. Thank God, touch wood, I have never gotten a lump. I am very good at changing my sites. I alternate sites. I go for my belly and my thighs mainly, and I go from right to left or left to right. It depends where it was last night or the night before when I'm changing it. So lumps are awful looking. You may be the most skinniest person in the world, you have no fat on you, on your thighs or anything, and you're diabetic, and you just decide, oh, I'll take my insulin in one place. Sure, it's not going to show up for me. After a course of 6 months, you could develop a lump, and your skinny body or whatever could look fat because of the bump that's on it, with the lump from the amount of insulin you're taking in the one spot. That's not going to help you. People say, oh, if you have a big waistline and you have curves and everything, they won't see the lump. You can. Even you'll notice it after a while. It'll look bigger than the rest of you. No offense, really, but it would. That's all then on lumps that I can think of. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.